In the heart of ancient Egypt, under the blazing sun, a story was etched into stone, then lost to the sands of time. This isn't the tale of pyramids or great battles, but a secret mission, a journey into the unknown, driven by a queen who dared to rule as a king, Hatshepsut. 18 dynasties have passed. Egypt is a beacon of power and splendor. But beneath the surface of prosperity, political currents run deep.
Ho, ho, ho!
Hatshepsut, a pharaoh in her own right, needed to secure her legacy not just with monuments, but with divine authority. Whispers from the temples spoke of a sacred land, a place the gods themselves favored, the land of Punt. And within this mythical land lay a stone, an obelisk not carved by human hands, but born from the heavens, pulsing with the power of Ra himself. For Hatshepsut, this was more than a quest for a relic. It was a political masterstroke.
Ho, ho, ho!
To bring this divine stone to Thebes would silence her rivals and solidify her connection to the gods, proving her right to wear the false beard of a pharaoh. The decision was made in the shadows of the Karnak temples. An expedition would be assembled, but its true purpose would be veiled in secrecy. The royal architect and trusted courtier Senenmet was tasked with leading this perilous journey.
Ho, ho, ho!
He gathered the finest shipbuilders, the bravest sailors, and the wisest scribes. 5 magnificent ships were constructed, their sails bearing the royal insignia, laden with goods to trade, bread, beer, wine, and intricate Egyptian jewelry. But their most precious cargo was their secret mission. The journey began on the lifeblood of Egypt, the Nile River. As the ship sailed south, the familiar green banks slowly gave way to the harsh, unforgiving desert.
Ho, ho, ho!
They navigated treacherous cataracts, where the Nile churned and raged. Days turned into weeks. The crew faced scorching heat, dwindling supplies, and the constant fear of the unknown. The scribes documented everything: the strange new animals, the unfamiliar stars, and the growing sense of unease among the men. Was Punt even real? Or were they chasing a phantom, a tale told to children? After months of travel, just as despair began to set in, the landscape changed.
Ho, ho, ho!
The air grew thick and humid, filled with the scent of myrrh and incense. Strange, conical houses on stilts appeared along the coastline. They had arrived. The land of Punt was real. The people of Punt, with their dark skin and ornate attire, watched the Egyptians with a mix of curiosity and caution. Their ruler, Chief Pharaoh, and his wife, Queen Ati, met Senenmet not with hostility, but with intrigued respect.
Ho, ho, ho!
Through translators, Senenmet presented the gifts from Pharaoh Hatshepsut, a gesture of peace and goodwill. But the real negotiation happened in whispers, away from the crowds. Senenmet spoke of Hatshepsut's vision, of a divine stone that would link their 2 lands for eternity. The elders of Punt listened, their faces unreadable. They knew of the stone. It was not something to be traded lightly.
Ho, ho, ho!
It was their connection to the sky gods, a fragment of creation itself. Legend said it hummed with a gentle warmth, and those who touched it could hear the whispers of the universe. To give it away was to risk the wrath of their own deities. For days, Senenmet waited. He explored the vibrant land, marveled at the exotic wildlife, and learned of their customs.
Ho, ho, ho!
He saw the deep spiritual reverence the Puntites had for their world, a reverence that mirrored Egypt's own. He realized this was not a simple transaction. It was a transfer of cosmic responsibility. Finally, the elders agreed, but with a condition. The stone must be taken with honor, not as loot. It must be raised in a place of great worship, to continue its sacred duty of connecting heaven and earth. Senenmet swore an oath, and the deal was sealed.
Ho, ho, ho!
Deep within a sacred grove, veiled by incense trees, lay the obelisk, It was smaller than the grand monoliths of Egypt, made of a strange, dark rock that seemed to drink the light. It was cool to the touch, yet a faint vibration emanated from its core. The air on it felt ancient, charged with a quiet power. Transporting it was a monumental task.
Ho, ho, ho!
Using ropes, levers, and sheer human will, the Egyptian and Puntite crews worked together, carefully moving the sacred stone onto a specially reinforced sled. The journey back to the ship was a slow, reverent procession. As the obelisk was loaded, the people of Punt gave the Egyptians another gift, 31 healthy myrrh trees, their roots carefully bundled in baskets. A living piece of Punt to be planted in Egyptian soil.
Ho, ho, ho!
The return journey was even more fraught with peril. Storms battered the ships, and the weight of the obelisk made navigation difficult. It was as if the sea itself was testing their worthiness. But Senenmut's resolve never wavered. He was carrying not just a stone, but the future of his queen. Their arrival in Thebes was a spectacle of unparalleled triumph.
Ho, ho, ho!
Crowds lined the banks of the Nile, cheering as the fleet, laden with the treasures of Punt ivory, ebony gold, and the living myrrh trees, docked at the capital. But the true prize, the celestial obelisk, was brought ashore under a ceremonial canopy. Hatshepsut, standing before her magnificent temple at Deir el-Bahari, watched as the stone was brought before her. In that moment, her gamble had paid off. She had done what no pharaoh before her had ever accomplished.
Ho, ho, ho!
She had brought a piece of the god's own land to Egypt. The obelisk was erected in a sacred chamber within the temple, its surface catching the morning sun. The myrrh trees were planted on the terraces, their fragrant blossoms a constant reminder of the mystical journey. Hatshepsut's reign was secured, her legacy immortalized not only in her grand buildings, but in the living, breathing connection to the divine land of Punt.
Ho, ho, ho!
But history is a fickle storyteller. After Hatshepsut's death, her successor tried to erase her from history. Her statues were toppled, her name scratched from monuments. And what of the obelisk from Punt? It vanished? No record tells of its destruction or its fate. Did it lose its power? Was it hidden away by loyal priests, waiting for a worthy ruler? Or, as some temple whispers suggest, did it simply return to the stars from which it came?
Ho, ho, ho!
Today, we look back at these ancient wonders, at the ambition of a queen and the courage of her explorers. We see more than just history. We see a reflection of our own human drive to reach for the heavens, to seek the unknown, and to leave a mark that outlasts time itself. The stories of ancient civilizations are not just tales of the past. They are the foundation stones of our present,
Ho, ho, ho!
reminding us that even the most powerful legacies can be lost to the sand, and the greatest mysteries are sometimes the ones that remain unsolved. Thank you for joining us on this journey back in time. If you were captivated by the secrets of ancient Egypt, be sure to subscribe and follow our channel for more stories hidden in history.
Ho, ho, ho!